Let's see what we can get into today. It's a beautiful Saturday morning, or should I say Saturday afternoon, and we're gonna find us some projects to get into again today. I know of a couple. I still got 3 trees to plant, and man, digging in that rock, that's something there. But you know what, it's another beautiful day and I'm up for it. If I don't get them all planted, I'll at least get 1, hopefully 2, hopefully 3. But I'm definitely gonna get after it. I gotta change these clothes, get into my outdoor working clothes, something I don't mind getting dirty, and we'll get to it. So you guys sit tight and let's get after it. Yes, sir. Well, I'm about to get into some tree planting again. So you know what that means? Digging in that dadgum rock. Well, it's a beautiful day at least. The sun's out, the wind isn't too bad, so I might as well just get after it and get it done. Like I said, I don't mind hard work, so we're gonna do it. And I'm thinking of planting this next tree somewhere right here where I'm at in the center of my house. That way when it grows up, that shade will be blocking that west sun from sitting on my house and heating it up. So, you know, I've lived out here a couple years now, so we finally got settled in. Everything else we've wanted at least set up and going and done right now. So now it's time to start beautifying the place. And I've got trees to plant, I've got more fencing to do, and I'm excited about doing it. You know, finally getting to settle it in. I've had this property for a while, and my dad, and I've recently, like I said, moved out here a couple years ago, and I think we've had the land since 2005. So, you know, it was always a dream to get out here. So finally out here. Had other plans to do as far as living, but at my age, 55, be 56 this year, and I was in a hurry. I sold my house in Hurst. We moved from Crowley and finally got out here. So now I'm getting to fix it up the way I want it, and I love it. So let me go get my rock bar, let me get my shovel, let me get that rock bucket so I can move the rocks and go put them in those old cinder blocks in the other flower bed that I'm making up off the shop porch, just to get them out of the way, and they'll hold them cinder blocks down. But anyway, folks, again, I don't want to bore y'all with me digging rock holes. I'll start you off with a little bit of watching what I'm doing, but I'm not gonna let y'all sit there and watch the whole thing. So anyway, I'll get back to you directly. Yes, sir. Now, first things first is you got to mark out your hole. Now I'm having to dig a 30-inch diameter hole for this tree. 30 inches in diameter and about 18-20 inches deep. So I'm gonna be digging in rock again, but that's okay. But before I get started on that, you know, most of the time I need to study it a little bit. Yep, I need to get after it. So keep an eye on me and I'll get her done. Yes, sir. Now what I got so far is about 4 inches off the top, which a lot of that was a little bit of dirt but a little bit of rock, but that's about the easiest of this hole digging there's going to be. The rest of it's going to be, as you can see, those rocks that are in there. That's nothing compared to what I'm about to get into. So I've got to get the old rock bar out, and now comes the real manual labor of beating that stuff out of there. Yeah, but any of you folks ever been to Lukenbach, Texas? I have many times, and it's a nice place. If you like live country music down there in the hill country of Texas, boy, it's nice down there. The wife and I were just talking the other day. It's about time for a road trip. Venture off down there. Although, here at the end of April, I'm gonna be up there at Shoot Dang Fest. Hope a lot of you folks are up there too. Can't wait for that. Anyway, let's get to doing some rock busting with the good old rock bar. I'll give you a little taste of that one, so just hold on. Alright, here we go. Woo! Oh yeah, let me get that thing out of the way. Make you wonder how anything can grow in this stuff. Woo, that was a good one. But this is how you do it. Slow and steady. You get a little bit of that layer broke up, and then you dig it out, and you get that rock bar at it again, bust out another layer. That's what it's about. Look at that. I guess this old dirt's sat here long enough that it started compacting and forming these rocks. It's what they call shale. Usually it just takes a couple good pops. It'll bust it up. I can't see no farmer out here trying to plow this land though, to plant any crop. Woo-wee. Man, oh man, that is a workout. Let me tell you. Let me show you this here hole that I got dug. Put y'all down in there so you can see it. And I'm sure y'all can see all that rock down in there. And you see that bucket of rock. That's about the third bucket. All that around it. That good sized rock over there. But that's what I got. And man, yes sir. Good workout with that rock bar. But I'm planting another 4-foot red maple tree, which that hole had to be 3 times the size of the pot that it's planted and rooted in. So that hole's 30 inches wide and it's about 20 inches deep. Well, it's probably 18 inches, but I dug down a little more just to bust up that bottom that I'll set that pot in on. That way that the roots will have a little softer bottom while it's going down searching for that moist dirt, and I'll let them roots get down in there a little further. Because I hope them roots get in, grab a hold of that rock type soil that it's in, as well as go deep. Because I don't need none of them high winds coming down through here and blowing that sucker over or uprooting it. Because man, when the west storms come in out of the west, and they do, there ain't nothing for any wind block out here. It's coming over the top of that hill, and it's coming in fast and hard and furious. So when they say we got 60, 70, 80 mile an hour winds, typically 45 to 50 mile an hour winds out here, but it'll gust up there and it'll blow some stuff over. I had a horse trailer one time parked right over here behind my shop, and I come out here one day and thought, where the heck's my horse trailer? Well, it blew it. That wind pushed it dang near to them trees over there where that RV's parked, that camper back over that way, and rammed that thing up into the trees. And this is a 2-horse double axle trailer. I thought, good gosh, this is before I moved out here, but definitely them winds will get it. But I'm about to plant this tree, 4-foot red maple, and I'm gonna backfill it with a little bit of that organic tree and shrub soil. Give it a good rooting system to start with, and I'll let y'all in on it when I get her in the ground. Yes, sir. Okay. Now, I've got the bottom base of that soil put in there. I'm about to drop in some of the natural soil, feed in around it. We can get this baby about set in its new home. Dropping in the native soil that it's come out of. Well, maybe not the tree, but the soil it's going to live its life in anyway. That's what they mean by putting the soil that it come out, that you dug out back in there. And I'm still trying to cull through some of these rocks. I mean, I don't want them in there, but there's gonna be some in there for sure. Let's see how I get that rake. Rake some of it in there. I don't mind the little rocks, but I don't want those big rocks in there. See if I can't level it out a little bit. Now we're supposed to have a good rain coming here in a few days, hopefully. And I hope that really sets in on these trees I'm planting. Kellogg, not cereal, Kellogg. All natural planting mix for trees, shrubs, and roses. Organic plus. Hopefully that's some good stuff. It ought to be. Try to get it as. Now you got to remember, you want those roots to be able to breathe still down in there. I'll probably need to come back with a little more soil later on, but I'll let it get established first. I'll find me some rocks to put in around this, backfill it a little more with a little more of this soil, and probably put some mulch, wood mulch on top of it to kind of help it absorb water, hold water, retain water, and give it a feeding too. Yes, sir. Well, the next two trees I got aren't that big. They're a little bit smaller, so the holes won't be near as big. As a matter of fact, I got one right here. But it's the same tree, just a little smaller one. And I'm gonna be planting these too. Probably in my backyard somewhere. So I'll be doing that, but I think I've shown y'all enough of tree planting last night a little bit, and then this one here today. But that's what old Pooch is doing today. He's planting trees and enjoying this outside sunny weather. Not too bad of a breeze. Well, I had to come in and finish up the ending of that video. The camera stopped sometime during the ending that I was recording out there. But anyway, hope you guys have the rest of a good afternoon, good evening. I'm gonna throw this together real quick so I can pop it up so you guys can watch it, take a little break, and then I'm gonna get back out there after it and get those other two trees planted. And then I'll probably, I don't know, I got church in the morning, but I think we're gonna watch Spider-Man or Batman tonight with our son. He's getting ready to head off to do camps this summer. He's a youth minister, and so he's going to be gone during the summer doing youth camp work, and after that he'll be home for a little bit, and then he's moving off to Florida. Man, that boy's taking a big step, but he's moving off to Florida, where he will continue to do God's work and some missionary work. And that's a good thing. Plant churches, whatever God calls him to do. that's what he'll do, because he answers to God and he obeys what God wills upon him. We'll miss him, but we told him and assured him last night that Mom and Dad will be coming to Florida to see you. Not a problem at all. But anyway, I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to nourish the body with some chow. And I'm going to get back out there after it and knock those last 2 trees out. And then we'll see what I get into next. I might catch up with you guys again this evening. I'll for sure catch up with you tomorrow. But anyway, y'all have a good evening. And we'll see you next time. Yes, sir.